Yeah, Nero's. I should get a sponsorship. I was born inside of the cellars. I was born in the dark. I was born to raise hell. I was born to start something like a fire in the souls of men. But I misfired somehow and I ended up here again, in the dark, waiting in line. God damn this life for all traveling across the great distances. We are living our barbarian time. I like this town. I move around. Everyone is sleeping ordinary. I'm a man with deliveries to shops dark and empty. I watch their TV screens from bay windows. Oh, it means nothing to me. All those pictures and no sound. But if we sing, I mean if really mean it, won't we be free again? Dying hotel, Sunday morning open house sale, stacks of magazines, unwanted things. I think of my grandmother alone. Why kill yourself with words? Why put that blade to your throat? Flowers growing through the great love, beautiful. Despite the rain, they need to grow. Thunderclouds may just be smoke after all. Thank you. Thanks everyone. I went through a period a few years back. I don't know if any of you guys get this, but as I'm falling asleep, I see faces of people that I've met, and I forget who they are. And you know, in that sort of strange place between sleep and being awake, these faces used to come to me. And I was like, who is this person? And I haven't had it for a long time, but back then it inspired this song. Which was about a girl that used to hang around with my band when we were younger. And it's, you know, she just was there one moment and then she was gone. Not in a bad way, she just went and did something more interesting, I'm sure, but it does make you think all those all those acquaintances that you have. And yeah, so this is called Lolita. Lolita used to follow us around, from show to show, from town to town. She would dance in the strobe lights, buy drinks for the road. She was an afterthought, together, present girl. She worked as a cleaner, came from Colombia, here on a visa for maybe a year or more. We never talked about much, like a family back in Bogota. Our youth was simple, man. We were living hard. So come back to me. Come back to me. Down my road a few years ago, there lived this guy who worked at the ice cream depot. I saw him once or twice, just to say hello to. He died on holiday, stabbed to death by two boys in Honduras, no less. I'm stumbling around, forgetting things. Oh, Lolita, she just disappeared. I cannot remember when I saw her last, but I have these memories and an old photograph of us on granite steps in the London heat. A club date one weekend out on Cannon Street. Just a moment it takes for us to go, names and faces together in the unknown. So come back to me. Come back, I'm not ready to leave. This is the last song I may ever sing. I feel so old, after it might not be finished, so I don't rest my soul anymore. I haunt the streets like a phantom at night, searching shop fronts for something I cannot find. Fate, she don't rest my soul anymore. Fate, she don't rest my soul anymore. Cold Messiah, he calls my name, but across the void all those voices sound the same. I walk the town in the changing light, ghost notes play, I'm dying on the vine. Humanity rose down the alley at dawn. No one knows where it came from, no one knows where it's going. So we all just march on. Someone said there are things that you lose. I'm not sure, but I hope to God it isn't true, 'cause we'd all just be dying on the vine. Yes, we'd all just be dying on the vine. Oh, yes, we'd all be dying on the vine. Bless our fathers who cannot be blamed. If their fight was greater, let them lay in their graves. I cannot remember where I have been. Who am I? What have I said? Thanks. I'm going to play 2 more scenes for you. I think you should give a round of applause to Jake, Simon and Steve, who are working on the cameras and the sound. Thanks, guys. So yeah, I'm going to sing you a song called Love Trees. I'm going to sing you one more song. Thank you so much for coming and watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. My name's been MG Bolter, and the last song I'm going to sing you is called Sean or Patrick. And I was once accosted by a drunk Irishman on a train station platform in Essex. He mistook me for Jim Morrison of The Doors in his beardy long hair face. And I was there for about 10 minutes. He proceeded to tell me his life story, and he catalogued all the dead famous dead musicians in heaven and all the super groups they'd formed. And then he told me he had lots of money in a bank account, but he'd lost his passport. But he said, the last thing he said to me was that he was born the same day that Ernest Hemingway had committed suicide, and that his mother always thought he was the reincarnation of Ernest Hemingway. And then he looked down into his can of Super Tenant and said, "But I'm not, I'm just a drunk." And I thought it was equally sad and equally amazing that this man was trapped in this place with so much knowing. And when I asked him what his name was, he said, "Oh, it's Sean or Patrick. I can't remember. You can call me whatever you want." So this one's for Sean or Patrick. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I really appreciate it. Take care.
He wore an old t-shirt that said, "If you don't like the look of me, well, have yourself another beer." Call it fate or call it quits. He was lost on the branch line, out here in the sticks, far from the Harrow Road, where he asked young girls for pennies. Sean or Patrick, it's up to you. Why people drink themselves to death? Well, I do what I do. Then he lost his thread and rambled on about County Monaghan and his mother. Well, you can drag me through the gates of hell, but I will not surrender. I will not call for help, for I am a man who knows where he's bound. I lost everything that I plundered. Of heavenly saints, Bessie Smith and Billie Holiday, singing back up for the boys. Then he quips he was born the day Hemingway blew his brains out upon the wall. What a mess, what a trauma, have that weight on your shoulders, and I knew it well. And I turned to leave and I wished him luck, told him to get home safely. So I may see the sky. Crushed cans, a broken man, his lost poetic line. Bury my bones so I may see the sky. There are ways within, ways without, to save your life. Bury my bones so I may see the sky. Bury my bones so I may see the sky. Bury my bones so I may see the sky. Bury my bones so I may see the sky. Bury my bones so I may see the sky.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Hi, we're Young Waters. We're going to play some of our songs for you. I hope you enjoy. Come, all you young fellows that handle a gun, beware how you shoot when the night's coming on. For young Jimmy met his true love, he mistook her for swan, and he shot her and killed her at the setting of the sun. she was walking in a shower of rain. She's sheltered in a green bush, her beauty to save. With her apron thrown round her, he mistook her for a swan, and he shot her and killed her. Did you miss? At the setting of the sun. Then home ran young Jimmy with his dog and his gun, crying, "Uncle, dear uncle, have you heard what I've done? I met my own true love, I mistook her for a swan, and I shot her and killed her at the setting of the sun." Then out ran his uncle with his locks hanging grey, crying, "Jimmy, oh dear Jimmy, don't you run away. Don't you leave your own country till the trial do come on, for they never will hang you for the shooting of a swan." All the girls of this country, they're all glad we know to see Polly Vaughan brought down so low. You can take them cruel girls and set them in a row, and her beauty,
what the hell are we listening to, boys?
Like a fountain of snow. While the trial were on, and Polly's ghost did appear, crying, "Uncle, dear uncle, let Jimmy go clear. For my apron was thrown round me, he mistook me for a swan, and he never would have shot his own Polly Vaughan."
Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming. Everyone.
Thanks if you're watching at home.
Yeah. We're going to do a song called Dust, which is a song we wrote a while ago. It's on our album. Just another day in the Paradise Circus. They say they only want to heal, not hurt us, but we are dust. We are dust. Screen light reflects upon your bones. Everybody sees, but no one knows. The light shines on the sockets of your eyes, and we all just sit down, watch and wonder who next does. We begin to rust, return to dust, just another day in the paradise circus. We begin to rust, return to dust, just another day. We begin to rust, return to dust, just another day in the paradise circus. We begin to rust, return to dust, just another day. Loneliness is a sin that we cannot condone, so we forget how to be alone. Someone whispered, someone said, and we all just sit down, watch and wonder who's next up. We begin to dust, just another day, just another day in the paradise circus. We begin to dust, return to day, just another day. We begin to rest, we begin to dust, another day, just another day in the paradise circus. We begin to rest, return to day, just another day. We begin to rest, we begin to dust, another day, just another day in the paradise circus. We begin to rest, another day, just another day. We begin to rest, return to dust. We begin to rest, return to dust. We begin to rest, return to dust. We begin to rest, return to dust, just another day in the paradise circus. We begin to rest, return to dust, just another day. October song, isn't it?
Yeah. This is a song that we used to sing quite a long time ago. We sort of brought it back to life. It's been really nice actually to revive it. It's called October Song.
Big tune. I'll sing you my October song. There is no song before it. The words and tune are not my own. My joy and sorrow bore it beside the sea, the brightly burn in the still of evening. The birds fly out from behind the sun, and with them I'll be leaving. fallen leaves that chill the ground. They know the art of dying and leave with joy their glad gold hearts in scarlet shadows lying. When hunger calls my footsteps home, the morning follows after I swim the seas within my mind. I met a man, his name was Time. He said I must be going, but just how long ago that was, I have no way of knowing. Sometimes I could murder time when my heart is aching, but mostly I just like to stroll along the path that he is taking.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful song, written by Robin Williamson. Is that right? Is it
Yeah,
right?
not Robbie Williams.
Not Robin Williams.
The Incredible String Band, you remember them? He wrote that when he was 16. That's pretty... puts everyone to shame. It's pretty wild.
Pretty amazing and poignant lyrics
Incredible, isn't it?
in that song. I'm very happy we brought it back into our set. Oh, we got Ivy next. Lovely. I'm going to play an original song now called Ivy, which will be on our next EP when it is released at an unknown date. Sometime in the future though, for sure. You into it? Okay.
You in tune?
Hopefully.
No, still not in tune. It's worth getting right.
Yeah. You get those tuners now that sort of tune all the things. You put it on the headstock of your thing and it goes, magic.
Here I am again, I'm watering nettles, hoping they won't stay. Why do I keep throwing fire onto the furnace, hoping it'll turn to ember and ashes? Why do I help the ivy? ivy climb. Help the ivy climb. Help the ivy climb. Stained glass won't change that view. Just the colours of the windowsill drag light across the floor until I forget about it all. Forget about it.
I let the ivy climb as I bite my tongue. I just stand and watch the world go. Instead I watch the cracks grow. I let the ivy climb as I bite my tongue. I just stand and watch the world go. Instead I watch the cracks grow. I let the ivy climb as I watch the cracks grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Little a cappella song for you now.
I'll just do the tune-ins for the next one. Anything to sing? Anything you want to say here? Sweet.
I'm going to try them.
A little tune song.
Lovely little tune song. I think this is the most intimate audience we've ever played to. And there's cameras everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. The cameras are on skateboards, so that's cool. Haven't done any tricks yet. Yeah, I was going to say that afterwards.
What are you doing, Sailor Boy? Okay, this is called Sailor Boy.
It was early, all in the spring, when my love Willie went to set the king. The night being dark and the wind blew high, which parted me from my sailor boy. Oh, Father, Father, build me a boat that on the ocean I mean to float, to watch the big ships as they pass us by. And it's there I'd inquire for my sailor boy. She had not sailed on but a week or two, when she spied a captain and all his crew. Oh, Captain, Captain, come tell me true, does my love Willie sail on board with you? What was the color of your Willie's hair? What clothes did your Willie wear? A royal blue jacket and his trousers white, and his curly hair was my heart's delight. Oh, fair maid, he is not here, for he's been lost or drowned, and I am afraid. On yon green island as we passed it by, it was there we sailor boy. She wrung her hands and she tore her hair, just like a lady in deep despair. She called for paper, both pen and ink, and every night she did drop a tear, and every word she cried, Willie dear. So Father, Father, go dig my grave, go dig it long and go dig it wide, place some marble at my head and my feet, that the world may know that I died of grief.
Yeah, she's pretty good, isn't she?
Thank you. Just another song to add to a plethora of very sad songs. I've got an EP online of just a cappella songs, kind of like that one. All sad. If you search for it on Bandcamp, it's Kerry Smith Folk EP. There's my little plug.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
Waterbound? Yeah. This is a song by a guy called Dirk Powell from America. It's a really great song. He does quite a bad performance of it, which is quite funny. It's like such a good song, and the only performance I could find is just really rough, and they all seem a bit pissed. But it's like an amazing song. It's called Waterbound. I think it's about floods. Probably sad as well, but it's very metaphorical. So. Do you want an instrumental when you get your back? Just go straight.
Maybe that would be good, considering I just.
No one would know I was there until it's all gone and I can't get back. Don't believe me, count my tracks. The river's long and the river's wide. I'll meet you boys on the other side. So say my name and don't forget. The water still ain't golden yet. Nothing but I'm bound to run. Water bound and I can't get home. Nothing but I'm bound to run. Water bound and I can't get home.
So another sort of water-based song, and I don't know if anyone else is here. I could hear like some like almost a waterfall like coming through the back there. I don't know if that will get picked up. Somebody
Slightly
just-
out of time waterfall.
Yeah, out of time.
This there next song's called Don't Stare at the Sun, which is some good advice. Again, pretty bleak, but wrapped in enough metaphor that you don't necessarily know what it's about, so that's good. Massive thank you to the Harrison for setting this up, and Paul and the team here for being so amazing. It's such an incredible
Yeah, it's been lovely.
setup.
Relaxed.
It was a doctor who gave him his first cigarette. Now trust is the last thing that they could ever get. Putting faith in medicine is just placing a bet. Was it lithium or cigarettes? Take both and just forget. Teacher who gave him his first glass of wine. They'd sit and drink together and waste away the time. Bit by bit they'd slowly put the whole world to rights, but he was wrong and nobody is right in this life. Feathers burn to cinders, can it all be undone? Fear of who I'll be, of what I'll become, a path laid out like further.
There's quite a good video online of me with a miniature version of me that we found for the video with that song. And the miniature version of me gets a little sailing boat, or like a little dinghy, wooden dinghy, and like runs away from home, builds a fire and escapes on this boat. And it's kind of meant to be my dream as a child, but
The running away dream.
The running away dream. Anyway, he's very cute, much cuter than I was.
He didn't have pink hair. You know, you used to be ginger, but
Yeah,
now you're pink.
So are you?
Oh yeah, we did that together. Spending too much time together. Okay.
I think it would be or C.
Be sure.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
another one of Kerry's folk EP. So everyone just do that.
Flatterer. Okay. Alone to the banks of the dark rolling Danube, fair Adelaide road when the battle was done. Oh, where then she cried, have you wondered, my true love? Oh, where do you wither and bleed on the shore? She travelled a while, the tears in her eyes flooding. Through the dead and the dying, she walked near and far, till she came up by a river, all bleeding and dying, by the light of the moon, a poor wounded hussar. From his bosom that heaved the last torrent was streaming, and pale was his visage, deep marked with a scar, and dim were the eyes once expressively beaming, that had melted in love and had kindled in war. How sad was poor Adelaide's heart at the sight, how bitterly she wept for the victim of war. Have you come, then he cried, this sorrowful night for, to cheer the light
light of your winged sound. Thou shalt live on, she cried, heaven's mercy you're leaving. Each anguishing wind shall forgive me to mourn. Oh no, love, he cried, for my life is fast fading, and the light from the morn shall to Henry return. So charmer of life, ever tender and true, take my love to my babes who wait me afar. Then his faltering tongue could scarce bid her adieu when he died in her arms, her poor winded hussar.
That is a brilliant song I learnt from the singer session in Dublin. It's the oldest running session there, if you look it up. Yeah, you should go. Lots of lovely people that have clearly been going there every week for a very long time. What's the next song?
Apparently Blurry Eyes. It's ridiculous.
Okay. We'll play something slightly more upbeat. Another original song of ours, which can also be found on our... We are going to do that one, right?
Yeah.
Which can also be found on our album. Do you want to explain what that is? Another kind of metaphorical...
I can't really remember what this one's about. I think I just liked the way the words sounded. I think that was... It's probably about going mad. Most of my songs are about being a bit mad. And my general struggles with that, but in a kind of light way.
Lovely madness.
A lovely madness. Thanks.
There exists a color that I once knew. It sits outside and in between red and blue, but I can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed. Dancing in the sun. Oh, when we awaken after a night of love, when we still try to cling to the branches up above. Oh, how I tried.
can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed. I can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed. I can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed. I can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed. Of our existence, all the places in between. Pictures on the backseats, on the old panel floor. It's on the willow bark, it's on the frosted mark, it's at your mind's door. Describe it to you. Oh, how I've tried. Oh, how I've tried. But I can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed. 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 I can only see it when I'm blurry-eyed.
I remember it's about kind of feeling like there's cracks to existence and being able to see through those cracks sometimes, and it being kind of blue, kind of purple, but kind of not a colour.
Vague.
Yeah, there you go. I remember now. I'd probably just heard October Song as well, so I was probably trying to be all cool.
What are you saying?
Philosophical.
Should we do the maid?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is another banger. Folk banger.
Folk bangers. This song is, I don't think it's on the EP, but it's a very classic tale about a woman. This is the right song. I'm explaining about cutting off her hair and going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
About a woman who, sometimes get this one confused with the other one that's about the sea. Anyway, this one's about a woman who goes to find her love, her long lost love, and then she cuts her hair off, looks like a boy, and then the captain of the ship falls in love with her, and she's like, see you later. But I won't spoil it.
I've basically
spoiled it. It's good to give a little bit of a synopsis, because sometimes it's hard to follow, always follow the narrative. And I particularly like this one.
I am a maid that's deep in love, and yes, I can complain. I have in this world the one true love, and dearly is his name. And if I do not find my
Is that alright? What should we do?
I don't bother about doing that.
Yeah, great.
Just gonna play a couple more songs. What we're doing now?
Enemy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a song by Jessica Hoop. If you've heard of her, if you've not heard of her, you should check her out. Jessica Hoop, she is amazing.
Amazing songwriter.
Really amazing songwriter.
What are we gonna do? What's going on?
Warming up in here. Glad there's only a few of you.
Yeah, it'd be mental, isn't it? Have you guys been to gigs here before?
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out in the spot room.
Yeah. Same. It can get very sweaty. For people at home, this is weird. Not used to this. People at home watching this, if you haven't been to the Harrison before,
Hello, everybody.
you should check out the listings and come at the earliest opportunity, because it's one of the best venues in London, I'd say, for folk music.
Yeah.
People agree? I'm getting thumbs up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hard thumbs.
Yeah.
But yeah, they used to do folk festivals twice a year.
All day long.
All day long folk festivals, which would also end up all night long sometimes. But, but yeah. This is Jessica Hoop's Enemy. No, it's not.
Dow.
That is not a nice note. Alone with my enemy and share a bitter cup.
Hey, baby, can I take the guitar?
My countenance.
Hey, man, go out, come on.
To see his face in mine.
Don't get out, bitch.
Back to my enemy.
Look my cock, man.
You are mine, penny royal one.
Yo.
Like a sanctuary, love followed every line back to my enemy.
Do you like it, guys? I can follow if you want.
Beautiful, falling fast from a state of grace, and trusting the light in darkest space. My dirty knees hold the ground till it's done with me. I've come to see
Now you can follow.
beauty as a thing that is without grace.
Follow this path.
You are mine, penny royal.
Yeah, of course, if you want, let's do it a cappella. Time. But both can join us.
Followed every line back to my enemy.
lay to rest in a treasure box.
Nice.
Thinking of the skies as the jewels of my story. You are my royal one.
Everybody say, hey, oh.
Like an innocent child that followed every line.
Shall I continue?
My enemy.
Everybody say, hey, oh, we want some pussy.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Penny royal one. Fly
What's the music?
like an innocent child that followed every line to my enemy.
Alright. This is our last one. Thanks so much for coming.
Need some water to continue
Quite a long
singing.
time for just us two.
Anyone can send me a cup of water?
Oh, thank you. This
A
is
simple bottle.
a song by an American band called Trampled by Turtles, who are a like shit-kicking bluegrass band. But we've not made it like that. We've made it a bit dirgier, but I think it's the lyrics are kind of based off a Townes Van Zandt song, and then they have like the fastest banjo player in the West, supposedly. We don't. No.
Our special guest for the night.
Yeah, it's called Codeine, and there's quite a funny recording of us doing it. Our first album was we were actually a band called Snuffkin then, and there's a recording of us doing this song very fast and very excitedly. It was live at a festival. We've slowed it down somewhat. Anyway, thanks for having us. This is Cadence.
Your baby now. Them holy rollers got kicked right out of town. It's dark where I've been staying. Don't you worry, come on in. 'Cause I finally found a friend. I found a friend. Codeine, codeine, you're the nicest thing I see. For a while, for a while.
rusty bottle on your shelf. You can keep your words of wisdom to yourself. I love you, darling, so why can't you let me go before you find me hanging in myself? Codeine, codeine, you're the nicest thing I've seen. For a while, for a while. Codeine, codeine, you're the nicest thing I've seen. For a while, for a while.
Thank you so much.
My dad is in his late 70s now, but is still banging the drum for hope and change. He was at the last Extinction Rebellion protest in like a stewards, what they call these high-vis, like gilets, stewarding the humans. And he's always been a model for me for how to maintain hope in the face of kind of overwhelming evidence that there's nothing to hope for, nothing to hope for. And I've just recently become a father as well, myself, to twins, and that's put me in a whole new frame of thinking about future and thinking about hope and what there is to hope for. And I could say that hope means it is a kind of absence of realism in a way. But then I have my babies, and there must be something to hope for, because if there isn't, then why are they here? Do you know what I mean? So it's running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light, pressure. Running in the morning light for my dad in the seed of time. Running in the morning light for my boys out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light. Look, I'm not particularly deadly, but carry arms I'm not afraid to use. Being I'm a doer, I be doing balls deep, clambering the cliffs in a scruffy set of shoes. So don't invite me to your poncy little dinner, though I am pretty handy with your codes. Stick me in the cellar with the swingers, they are more my scene. Come strip me of my clothes, cause I can hold a pose for minutes, even hours. But eventually something sours, something flings itself around in me, yelling now it's time to friggin' wriggle out your trousers, pulling people out their pouches. running in the morning light. The marshland couldn't give a frig for me. It is a space out of history. Bury my visage in its mud holes. And when the day rises, I have struck gold. Geese fly in celebration. That's my church. I prefer the wind over any kind of audience. When I chat my verse, I launch my soul. People say there's madness in the heat of my performance. Maybe so. Maybe there'll be sorrow in my death stone. Maybe I'll be geriatric nutter bombing Tesco. At least I'll have been honest from the get-go. I'm honestly the opposite of London. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a sea of tide. Running in the morning light, pressure. Look, Daddy was a preacher man. He spoke the Holy Ghost to peace protest. Reclaim the streets together. Sweet Moses, part the asphalt. Tell it like a town crier, light the fuse. Don't ever televise the news. All he taught me, he born in 1940s. Truths that he had to fight to find. Me born in Thatcherite decline. Same appetite for life. Alert sanity from Catcher in the Rye. Now the stamina is mine. A wild animus, the caravan standing in the vines. The grizzly bear is mine, the piston and the steam, forever back in Bristol in my dreams. And the world is often ending in them, and that is often cause for joy. I'm back in adolescence in a wall of noise, banging a snare drum, clocking how they murder us slow. Dad, come, we've got further to go. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light, pressure. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light. Pressure. I'm a wave, my darling. Are you rise, I'm done. Ooh, love to the deeps beneath me. Ooh, love to whoever shall come. I'm a wave, my darling. Are you rise, I'm done. Ooh, love to the deeps beneath me. Ooh, love to whoever shall come. I'm a wave, my darling. Are you rise, I'm done. Ooh, love to the deeps beneath me. Ooh, love to whoever shall come. I'm a wave, my darling. Are you rise, I'm done. Ooh, love to the deeps beneath me. Ooh, love to whoever shall come.
Hello.
There's a madness in the world today. A billion fragments in a tidal wave. The wave crashes up the old green lanes, and everybody's eyes upon me. Must hurry, there's a frantic rush up in the cafes and the cancer bars. In 7 minutes we turn back to dust, and everybody's eyes are by me. Eyes are by me and our backs are sprained. Muscles spasming in nasty ways. Faces glisten like they're cast in clay. Oh, look at everybody's eyes. Woo! It's madness. Woo! Woo! None of these signifiers answers ours. Professor Sanake and Captain Crash, Lady Ladbrokes and the Abacars. Everybody's eyes are on me, and it's a crash, it's an emergency. Paints a long and livid purple stream all up the turnpike to Bounders Green. Everybody's eyes are on me. A machine collapses at the hospital. A stack of polystyrene boxes falls, and out the panic room a monster crawls. Everybody's eyes are sick, so stop your scribbling and stay your pen. They're putting needles in the rain again. A planet governed by insane young men, and everybody's eyes are balmy. It's madness. Yeah. It's madness. I have to imagine the beat and a bass line behind that one. Expensive my wardrobe is. I shouldn't do a comedy introduction for that song. This is a song that was written after my second trip to the West Bank in Palestine, where I was very fortunate to travel to, meet a lot of beautiful people. Runs through it once in a year. Everybody stay cool and calm, 'cause up at the border, teen boys got a gun. Everyone stay cool and calm. Down past the Red Sea, they were laying bodies out in the sun, staying cool and calm. I'm on a bus full of soldiers. They're playing slapsies down the front, staying cool. Every brick is full of legend. Pilgrims file down the narrow lanes like a long line of silly little questions, looking for a miracle ascension. Fences hold them back, shuffle-footed sheep, branded shoulder bags. This a holy land, you can tell it from the barbed wire. Roped off relics, adolescent men in car tire roadblocks. And the wall, it turns me to a flabbergasted fool in an avalanche of stories, too heinous to believe. I see my father dragged out and beaten in the street. I see my cousin screaming down the barrel of a tank's gun. A tanned young soldier who was hideously handsome, looking blank back at him, overspilling with the times. 19 with a military mind, wearing Billabong and Calvin Klein. In the barracks with his child friends, he's loving and he's civil and he's kind. He's loving and he's civil and he pulls the trigger in a blind terror. And my cousin's blown into never never, with brains spattered over the divide as we're watching. Tell us then, what are our options? The river runs through it once in a year. Everybody stay cool and calm, 'cause up at the border, everyone who's got a gun, come stay cool and calm. I'm on a bus full of soldiers. They're playing truth or dare down the front. Stay cool and calm. Down past the Dead Sea, they are laying bodies out in the sun. Stay cool. the real people out there, all the real humans, alone but not alone. My nana told me it's the little things. She held his hand the second that he slipped away, and something in him shifted like a lifted weight. The little things. The imprint his back left in the mattress, even when she brought him back as an urn of ashes for the mantelpiece to hold beneath the picture of the whole family in gold leaf frame before they scattered. She let her husband go close to Logan's Rock, waved her sweetheart away and waited for her own to stop, beating the bottom of the urn till the last burnt bone cinder fell. She'll tell if you ask her. The little things. She can spin them into epic webs. The waves break stones without diminishing her tenderness. But her address book's filling up with dead friends. Her chest filling with the things she never said to them. The little things. So now the old girl's blatant. You would be too if you would watch the whole world fading. Do with the truth what you will, she'll hold hers blazing. Cancer took her left breast, grandpa took her patience, but no bugger took her pride, clear mind, though she turns 100 in 5 years' time. A century's a whole lot of repetition to live through, a lot of channels of television to flick through, and her limbs function less efficient than they did do. Still, it's the little things that stick with you. She told me it's the little things. Things you never said enough. Things I never said enough. You're a legend, love. Keep your centeredness, your sense of fun. It's all a goose chase when it's said and done. And you're right, it's all good as long as you bring your friends along and they know you as a mate to be depended on. A maker of memories. Love, yes, you were right. It's 20 times better to be loved when you're alive than idolised by some adolescent sucking ego. I've come a long way since the essence up on East Slope Hill. I get props. Still, the flexing is with me though, and I owe that to you. Have you read my sleeve notes? I wrote my gratitude to you there. It's simple. Thank you. I carry you still even now I'm single. Even now I don't roll over for a morning hug and find you, and we were forced to cut the binds we tied to. I couldn't find a truth short enough for haiku. So now I'll write a lifetime of Laura's into my tunes. It's all for you. It's really all for you. It's all for you, love. It's really all for you. It's all for you. It's really all for you. It's all for you, Laura. True. Things I never said enough. You're a legend, bruv. Keep your dander up. You anchor me. There's no granite tough as love for family. And even if a cancer comes for one of us, the other one will carry on the legacy. We're our daddy's sons. That's a heavy flag to wave, but look, you're doing it. However many Saturdays you took me and chewed your lip on. Your love's far bigger than the drugs are. Sit and prop up the bar with me. We've been living too quickly. That's part of the mission, isn't it? I guess it's all right, but I wish we spent more time. And bruv, listen, I'm chuffed for you and Miriam. You'll make a lush truth for your kids to live in. Sorry I never bought a present or sent a card. I meant to. The life I lead is 7 nights a week flipping head screwed. But whatever, there's forever shit to get through. Just know how much it is that I respect you. And listen, it's all for you. It's really all for you. It's all for you, bruv. It's really all for you. It's all for you. It's really all for you. It's all for you, Toby. True. I don't know, do you know what I mean? All the real humans. I feel like I've just been on a run through through loads of really emotional stuff.
We are
and I want to pull out something out of the pot now to bring a different light on the situation. But everything's quite emotional, really. I have a paucity of songs about the size of my penis. Oh, this is kind of a song about the size of my penis. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. I think you'll get it as we go. And this is a get involved and raise your real life voices to the rafters. Hey, he's a beastie on the beat, so he is. He's a freak and he'll unseat you from your seat, so he will. If you're weepy, he'll defeat your many griefs, saying this. Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! See what I mean? Let's all get muddy and fuck.
Hey, there you go. Right.
Okay. You guys are either jazzy or out of time. Hey, he's a beastie on the beat, so he is. He's a freak and he'll unseat you from your seat, so he will. If you're weepy, he'll defeat your many griefs, saying this. Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! Let's have a threesome in the teepee in a patch of sun. You wang on the CD, I'll slip into something masculine. Keep the whiskey peaty and the beat fat as a mastodon. Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! Whether you're a beanie or a chap it's on, grab a thong. See me as sleazy cause I mash for fun. Your loss, choice is easy. Your god's a prude, mine is catching on. Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! I'm living like a deep sea Houdini in a sumptuous garden. You're living like a meat-free panini in a glove compartment. Who's your judge? Who'd you love? Who will rub your heart on? Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! Let's all get muddy and fuck. Hey! Let's all get muddy and fuck. There you go. There's a little emotional break. Bristol town who told a wicked story. He said, I pray to the ghosts in my head and they speak what lies before me. I mould and forge into golden orbs and the audience applauds me. And he loved the love as strange as well, but he loved his missus poorly. It weren't too long till a man ran along and said, I'll be your agent. They rode to a tower where the cocaine flowed and the fat controller praised him. His lady called from home and said that's cause for celebration. But he never got back that month. He went on tour and kept her waiting. The faster you ride, the harder you fall. The harder you fall. There is a pub down Eastern Way where tired folk can gather. They tell tall tales of a ship full sail and a bold and broken rapper who went too far too fast in the game where snakes sell broken ladders. The ghost fell out of his head and soon his mind went tumbling after. Hey, the faster you ride, come on, the harder you fall, the harder you fall. The universe was a fresh place. We sucked it up as much as possible. Never dug on rock and roll much. With us it's all decks, trucks and hospitals. Drugs and drum and bass carried us. Lifted off the buzz of jungle raves. Boshed chemical cudgels for the added feeling. White boys pirating the culture of the Caribbean. Can of Red Stripe from the Bedmeat Asda. The bass is the bollocks. The drop is the Viagra. We felt hard as fuck, boxing the air, bopping in circles, taxing cigarettes, cocking the girls. Hadn't figured yet the world is complex, disordered. All we had to do was learn the rules and we'd be sorted. None of us had died at that time. That was before Nick, before the fit, before his birthday, before Hakan, before the earthquake, before the funerals, before hindsight made them all beautiful and gave us all stopwatch eyes like, who'd have thought? We'd be standing here in suits we don't suit at all. Who could have known, but still nobody cry. Instead grow tears that keep us turning over at night. Unable to keep still, but nobody cry. Grief solidifies into meaning over due time. It's funny, innit? How even good memories hurt. We had a song. I wish I could remember the words around. A rapper in Bristol town, but now he begs for coppers and shakes his tin at the spinning door of the fat controller's office. Curses all the folk within, you fat cunts, all the tossers. And this girl's long gone, her old love done, she had some better offers. The faster you ride, can't you see it, bruv? I made of deeper stuff. I made of skateboards, bongs and Sega beat 'em ups. I made of bin bags stacked high for ollieing. I made of verts and the gut rush from dropping in. And maybe vodka from the Hot Wells Road Spa. Panda Pops, curly whirlies and soap bar. I made of grip tape and piss takes and broken arms.
Hope everyone's enjoying this event. It's really cool. I'm just letting it rock as I get some other work done today, and it's just unbelievable.
My brother's quite ill. My brother might himself.
Yeah, we're back in business. Let's go.
My brother can't help himself. My brother can't help himself. My brother can't help himself. My brother can't help himself.
Kenny, checking my messages right now, man.
Oh, my baby boy. Oh, my baby boy. We've waited for you. We've waited for you. Oh, my baby boy. Oh, my baby boy. We've waited for you. We've waited for you. And now you're here, the rose ain't rotten. And now you're here, there's deeper shade.
So I guess we're going to be doing this every day. There's no reason not to. There's some really good stuff going on here in Decentraland, and we want to bring it all to you. So as you saw, Kevin was on too. I think Frack was getting on too. Everyone just bringing different views to you guys. So we can try and cover as much as we can for the history of the Decentraland Report and Decentraland period. So glad we can do this today and enjoy and connect through music, because there's no other better way.
With this guy Alex, Bob's son.
Let's see if my message is loaded.
And Bob also was manic depressive. He went through various episodes of extreme up and extreme down through the time of our childhood. And
you're initializing friends and private messages.
Bob died a couple of years ago.
I don't like
and you could say he died of smoke inhalation, because he was
cooking on barbecues inside his very small council flat, and there was a fire. And you could also say that he died of neglect through the mental health system, which I think failed him very badly. There's many things we could say about that. If you go to Stokes Croft in Bristol, where I come from, you will see a mural of Bob, which is 20 metres high. That is on a place called Turbo Island, where all the street drinkers go to drink. And Bob sits behind them, looking mischievous with a pigeon on his shoulder and a cup of tea. And that mural is a mural of Bob Crane. So this is written for Bob. And also, just a sense of the pressure, because one of the things that is often forgotten in talking about mental health, I think, is that mental health is not like a physical ailment like breaking a leg or having a rash. If you put a human being in conditions that are hostile to our ability to be happy and well, then that person will get unhappy and unwell. And the way we've constructed the modern world is in such a way that it is hostile to us being able to be happy and well. Like insane uncertainty, bizarre isolation, this illusion of separateness from the planet and from each other, which no cell in our body evolved to cope with. So it's just something I want to bring back into the conversation about mental health. Is we're living in a context of insanity. So it would be pretty astonishing, wouldn't it, if some of us didn't crack. No idea if this is going to work in the key, but we'll give it a go. Is everything okay at number 32? There's an ambulance yelling murder blues, banging through the nights. Have you heard the news? Apparently Rita popped a gasket. She'd been hurtling and chortling all over town, singing weird and loud, looking so profound. But they got her in a box, so it's kosher now. Apparently Rita popped a gasket. She wouldn't pay her gas, so they cut her off. So she cooked on barbecues in the buffer lot, swinging boobies to the breeze, yelling muscle tough. Poor woman, Rita popped a gasket. Stinking fumes, they complained at number 35. So she moved the barbecues and joyous words inside. Peter says if she continues, she'll be burnt alive. Someone should get her shackled up and certified. For her own good, reads the expert advice. She's been quiet all her long, lacy, curtained life. Now she's looking like an angel in a certain light. Rita popped a gasket. Move out the city. I'm gonna be the rising sun. Gonna be the rising sun. Move out the city. I'm gonna be the rising sun. Gonna be the rising sun. Move out the city. I'm gonna be the rising sun. I'm gonna be the rising sun. Move out the city. I'm gonna be the rising sun. I'm gonna be the rising sun. The nasty eyes, na 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 na. The nasty eyes, na 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 na. The nasty eyes, na 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 na. The nasty eyes, na na na. The nasty eyes, na 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 na. The nasty eyes, na na na. The nasty eyes, na na na. The nasty eyes. Like a hunchback, eyes at the asphalt. Pat walks by, trying to hide from the catcalls spilling from the scaffold. Anywhere she seems to pass, she carries oceans. They only see her teats and arse. For validation, she's heading for the church hall. It's dark there and there's never any curveballs. Soft tunes and the one ray of sunlight. Run, baby, run, say you come for the love of Christ. Another lie in the tapestry of sub-agendas. Lullabies for the blaggers and the moneylenders. Posh kids look daggers at the young offenders, then spend their inheritance on class A's. And Eddie watches as Clapton becomes expensive. Betting shop is the last thing that's unpretentious. So he says as he squanders his mama's rent. It's fucking endless. Too long since summer's come along to cleanse us. And we're up against it, and it's up against us. And if you're not pissed off, you were unattentive. Think I read that on a t-shirt once. Now I must run, that's my bus, that's my bus. Move out the city. I'm gonna be the rising sun. I'm gonna be the rising sun. Move out the city. I'm gonna be the rising sun. I'm gonna be the rising rising sun. Move out of the city, I'm gonna be the rising sun. I'm gonna be the rising sun. Move out of the city, I'm gonna be the rising sun. Gonna be the rising sun. My lover, keep your head down, who don't run. My lover, keep your head down, who don't run. My lover, keep your head down, who don't run. My lover, keep your head down, who don't run. My brother, keep your head down, who don't run. My brother, keep your head down, who don't run. My lover, keep your head down, who don't run. My love, you could be anyone, anyone. Hi, Charlotte. Hey, that's fine. M4 is a twat. It's so true. If the M4 was a person, it'd be such a knobhead, didn't it? What's going to be next? Mistake control for success. Mistake money for love, that's the old one. Mistake what's clean for what's golden. There's a clean black hole coming. Hold on, hold on. Mistake normal for what makes sense. Mistake what's lawful for innocent. Mistake legal for good, people for good, ourselves for cigarettes. Mistake what we can't grasp for what cannot be. Mistake large for godly. Mistake what's massive for what matters. There's a crack in the colossus that God fractures. Mistake control for success. We mistake money for love, that's the old one. Mistake what's clean for what's golden. There's a clean black hole coming. Hold on, hold on. Boy in a playground. Boy in a scrum. Boy with a deep secret. Boy with a hard face. Boy with a lust keeps that hidden. Boy with a heartache. Boy with a crush. Boy with a twist. Boy with a classmate. Boy that he loves. Boy makes fist. Boys are a bastard. Boys are a jail. Boys are a dick. Boy, can it be nasty to be born male? Boys are a click. Click of the ratchet. Click of the Glock. Click of the phone. Click of the latches. Click of the lock. Now click, they're alone. Boy with a boy now. Boy with a kiss. Boy with a squeeze. Boys keep noise down. Boys in bliss. Boys in the heat. Boys will be boys though. 10 boys burst in. Slaps and yells. Boy, you're a homo. Boys hurt him. Don't check yourselves. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day and he said to me, I know you're bisexual and everything, and that's fine. But what I don't understand is why you have to keep banging on about it. I feel like if I was like bisexual or whatever, then I would just be bisexual and not bring it up and like display, you know. And so I kind of stewed in my drink for a while he sort of nattered on, and then I went and wrote this for him because he is a dear man and he is a dear straight man who's never walked around the world as a non-straight person. So maybe this is a window into that, you know. He said, but the world's all cool for the queers now. Now Cameron's passed his bill. I said, you ever held hands with a man on a high street, felt how that feels? You ever felt fear of attack, been slapped because of what you are, been shunned because of what you are, been told you're disgusting for what you are? I have, and the world ain't London. My son, and the world ain't free. I step with a hunchback knowing that the boys with the shotgun brains hate me. And we get one short step from the 80s. One re-election from Trump. Senegal to Iraq to Haiti. Somerset where they call queers scum. And I got a slap for the asshole who's threatened by the way we love. One slap for the preacher man, boy idiot spreading his shame on us. I got a mate whose dad disowned him. I got a mate whose mum won't speak. I got a mate who says that's gay and he means that's whack and he means that's weak. Them words put bats in the belfry. Put boys in a twisted shape. Watch close how the rock grows. Plant hate in the brain and the kid decays. Self-hate is the fruit of bigotry. Hell waits with a winking eye. Your jokes will abuse our dignity. Pure shit from a stinking mind. And fuck you, Tony Perkins. I'll be that flood you foretold, and love to a mere ashore. Let me know if you need support, man. And we'll be that rude truth spoken. We'll be that crowd stood strong. We'll be that vigil unbroken. We'll be that protest song. We'll be that massed proud people. We'll be that flame still lit. We'll be that hand, that hold, that family, that air, that fist. It just is emotional today. That's how it's coming today. It is emotional today. Also, I know that Paul, who asked me to come and play, we were talking and particularly connecting over stuff around mental health and the stuff I actually really want to say. And Paul was like, "Say the stuff you really want to say." So we opened a velvety Pandora's box. This is such a pleasure, I've got to say, this is such a pleasure. I was playing in a pub full of people who didn't give a shit. You guys were there. You did give a shit. But it was one of those ones where I'm like, I am living my worst nightmare right now. But I have to carry on because I'm getting paid. And I want to play this one as well because Alex asked me to play this at Bob's funeral, so it seems connected to me. Do a bit of a retune, sorry guys. Just put new strings on this guitar, and I don't want it to clang as it goes in. Real life humans. All my real life humans, make some silence. Sorry. One time for your crooked mind, said I, as I gave the man a pound. He said, thank you, stranger, the deed will come back round. Perhaps we'll drink together, man, next time you pass through town. Picks up his guitar again and sings. He said, it won't be long now before I'm gone, swallowed by the road that I lie upon. It won't be long, he said, before I'm gone, swallowed by the road I stumble on. Did it, there's no backing down, no backing down. Did it, there's no backing down, there's no backing down. 2 times for your crooked mind, said I, as I gave the man a coin. Said he don't need money now, but I could smoke a joint. Fine, said I, sat by his side. I rolled and rolled, he told his life and talked like he deserved to choke and die. He said, it won't be long now before I'm gone, swallowed by the road I lie upon. It won't be long now before I'm gone, swallowed by the road I stumble on. There's no backing down. There's no backing down. There's no backing down. There's no backing down. Sugar cane spirit in a dark room, coughing like a cartoon image of a drunk. Bugger brain fingering guitar tunes. Horribly the harsh truth is that he is done. And he was something like the new hope. Now he's on a tube rope, drinking in the sun. He's ate nothing for a few days, living out a suitcase. What has he become? But he isn't an emotional man. Doesn't cry when he's burying his dad. Doesn't cry when his wife says you're dead to me. See how high he's carrying his hair. So high it could tumble off the back, with the hat still covering the eyes, with the music crumpled up inside, still mumbling the fun we could have had. There's no backing down. No backing down. There's no backing down. No backing down. 3 times for your crooked mind, said I, standing at the grave. Many of us fall and very few are saved. It makes no difference now if he cursed or if he prayed. Perhaps we'll drink together one of these days. 'Cause it won't be long now before I'm gone, swallowed by the road that won't be long, I said, before I'm gone, swallowed by the road I stumble on. That's been an hour now, isn't it? How long should I go on for?
As far as I'm concerned, you can keep going.
All right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah, fine. Does that feel all right? 10 minutes feel all right? That's the thing with really intimate gigs. You can see every gesture. Like. 10 fucking minutes. I know it wasn't. Sorry. You know. Okay. Let's do one that's jubilant. Aren't these mad fucking times? Aren't these mad fucking times? And not because there's a virus going around. I mean, yeah, there's a virus going around, and that's mad. Like, the ecosystems that allow us to eat are on the verge of collapse, guys. That's fucking insane. That's insane. And what's also insane to me is how we're not all talking about it all the fucking time. Do you know what I mean? We talked about the virus. You know, the BBC devoted an entire day all across all of their channels on the death of Prince Philip to the death of Prince Philip. The whole day. Right? It was Prince Philip, wasn't it? Wasn't it? It was Philip. Philip. He was a human being. I'm sure he had blood in his veins and thoughts in his brain and all that good shit. But a whole day, I don't even know where to take that thread of thought. It's just like, feel like if the conversation isn't being like opened by the main kind of purveyors of information that allow us to frame the way the place in history we think we are at, then I have to, you know, to some extent, with this tiny little audience that I have. Spangled off the trees, sir. Literally the trees, sir. I'm powered off the eggs of Easter. Peace, love, and the salt of the sea, sir. And I'm done with the role of the preacher. See birds spin on the wind from all angles. Sap surging from all angles. Root hairs grab at your ankles. The plan says run along a coast path, new with your own track, like in the belly on loop in the cranium, full of the fruits of the soil. Very enjoyable. Can be a thing when you're done with it. There's a plan B that is just as sick. Last one to the seas across the deck. You swum through the lens to the substance. Rock split, fracture, fragments cast as blackbirds cast on the wind's hole. Elite my camera. Breeze block gasworks. Madman rack with cancer. Starving Stalin, come eat my camera. On and on the river road. And on the river roads. And on the river road. And on the river road. Oh shit, what a fabulous face you own. I can think of a place to go where the wind blows blue through the windows and the smoke gonna raise you slow. That's it, the dust settles where the drunk kids come to chuck pebbles. It's green and it's grey and it's full of bird shit because the birds come here to die or procreate, I don't know. The roof here is full of holes. There's a mattress and a cracked bowl and the smell of piss, warm and old. I put flowers in the corner for you. Well, not flowers exactly, but the thought of flowers, count them. There's as many as there possibly can be. Pluck some, you're the queen of Hackney. You look beautiful in brown, just as pretty as the day you drowned. Come occupy my substance, come occupy my substance, come occupy my substance, come occupy my substance, come occupy my rock split, fracture, fragments cast as blackbirds cast on the wind's howl. They'll eat my camera. Breeze block gasworks, madman rack with cancer, starving Stalin, come eat my camera. And on the river road. Yeah. And on the river road. And on the river road. Yeah. And on the river road. Tell me what counts as church. This whole freaking county's church. The furs and the rocks and the birds carry candles, what's your word? So tell me what counts as church. This whole freaking county's church. The furs and the rocks and the birds carry candles, what's your word? Tell me what counts as church. This whole freaking county's church. The furs and the rocks and the birds carry candles, what's your word? Tell me what counts as church. This whole freaking county's church. The furs and the rocks and the birds carry candles. Carry candles. reckon I've got time for two little ones. They're not actually that short, to be fair. One of them's quite short, but the other one is less than short. Is that all right? All right, thank you. So, to all the lovelies that are tuned in via Decentraland, my name's Disraeli with a Z, and really appreciate you being here. You can connect with me via disraeli.com or at @mcdisraeli on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, I hope this has reached you in some way, and all the lovelies that are actually here. Thank you very much for being here. Sing along, that'd be great. Both hands shake with the Parkinson's that is starting to break him. Darkening sunsets over the streetlights. Night with no stars in one shadowy figure steps into the doorway where the whores play the same games as always. Old man seen it all before, he could show you some morbid stories. Been through 4 wars and 1 divorce. Carried the twitch that he got from the blitz. He's had a lifelong lover lost to the void. Seen his brothers destroyed by the TikTok bang bang of reality. Just another picture to hang in the gallery. You better reach out into the darkness before it reaches you. Yeah. Reach out into the darkness before it reaches you. With clapping. Yes. Keep the clap going. Old man sits on train as it rumbles over land soaked in rain and struggle. The motion of it shakes his brain in a muddle like boggled ice contained in a bubble. Man stops with his pub crawl in villages on grubby stools. He grins and orders in-house double. No rocks in it, got to sort out his own rubble. His mind is full of mumbles. Jar full of colour and a Long bubblegum fools, none of these suckers getting numbness sets in turn, just try to assemble, tripping over his feet back to the train. They see two cracks in the pane, window frames in, two older man from a salary, sitting at the picture to hang in the gallery. You better reach home, yeah, into the darkness before it reaches you.
Hear me? Is my mic working?
Everyone together like keep it going. La di da di da 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 da. La di da di da 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 da. So this is the last tune, and it's dedicated to my mother. And I want to say that again. Our ecosystems that feed us are on the verge of collapse. What are we individually going to do about that? And that doesn't mean doing our recycling. It means showing up in the fucking streets or wherever we can show up. Do you know what I mean? Because this is now a situation where I look at, you know, the head of Barclays Bank, for example, who is still choosing to fund fossil fuel projects, and he is endangering the life of my fucking sons. He is endangering the life of my children through his greed. This is not some fucking let's save the dolphins because it would be nice to, you know. And he rode up. My mother. This chorus is also a sing together moment if you'd be up for it. If you wanna. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out and run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs that she was born among. Oh, you don't wanna mess with my mama's not a no time, none of the time she comes from's hard. My mama's got a quick draw tongue and a titan size of heart. Yeah, she gives you hot steamed food and a super green she grew. There is love in all the things she do. And I will come visit you. I will bring fruits and games. I will come anytime you call. I will come visit you. I will bring fruit and games. I will come anytime. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out to run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs that she was born among. Oh, you don't wanna mess with my song. My mama swings a vorpal blade and the drip drip day's undone. My mama by the tum-tum tree with a gorgeous summer's wine. My mama's only 5'2", but she rolls like 9'9". So go and take that ladder, check that ladder, chip that ladder and climb. Take that ladder, check that ladder, clip that ladder and climb. Take that ladder, check that ladder. mama don't pay that woman no mind. No mind. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out and run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs that she was born among. Oh, you don't wanna mess with my everybody. Even if you think you can't. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out and run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs that she was born among. You don't wanna mess with my... Thank you very, very much. Love. And all the Decentraland folks, once again, is Disraeli, Dizraeli, Disraeli.com, and you can find things and stuff. Thank you very much. All the real life humans alone at home. Thank you so much for having me, Paul. Big up yourselves.
Thank you very much. I'm Ben Walker.
And I'm Kirsty Moen, and this is Life and the Land, our new project. Songs about Harvest Festival.
Which is one of those wonderful pagan sort of traditions that we like to sort of dig out every year and reminisce about that time we had to stand in church with a pumpkin.
And a tin of beans.
A tin of beans. Always the tin of beans. Why was that? No. Anyway,
Everyone likes baked beans.
Yes. So that was the New Mown Hay, which is a sort of Victorian pastoral idyll kind of tune, as you can probably tell from how it goes. It's been a bit of a weird 18 months, but thank you all so much for coming out. And I suppose to cap it all off, 18 months, we're now playing to a virtual festival as well. So if you're tuning in, hi. We'll swiftly move on with a tune called The Jolly Ploughboy, which is about jolly ploughboys being jolly. So, ready?
So Ben and I are both obviously solo musicians as well. So we're going to play you a mixture of stuff, some stuff from our new EP and some of our solo stuff as well. So here's a song from my most recent solo album that came out in May last year, so you can imagine how well that did. This is called Constantine.
a lot of musicians over this past sort of 18 months, besides staring into the abyss and going, why? I spent a lot of time sort of sitting and playing and playing and sitting and sitting and playing and playing and sitting. And this is one of the tunes that's come out of it. It'll go on an album that'll be out next year at some point. That you'll no doubt be spammed on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram about. But yeah, it's provision. I've not quite settled on a title for this yet. So it's going to go with a tune called Rain. So I've kind of penciled it in as Rain here, but it's not called Rain. I kind of got Showers on Ascension Day. So the background, I know, Suits Corner is waiting for me to sit in it, but the basic premise was I was kind of like reading through lots of English folklore and mythology and things like that, and the idea is that rain that falls on Ascension Day can cure blindness, which I had no idea. So for those of you not of a religious persuasion, Ascension Day is 40 days. So Jesus dies, goes in a cave, suddenly re-emerges and is wandering around zombie Jesus, and then 40 days after that he ascends to heaven. So I suddenly was thinking as well, it's like Constantine and then zombie Jesus. It's almost like I'm waiting for like Keanu Reeves to leap out and start. Anyway,
I don't know how my Catholic family would feel about you saying zombie Jesus.
there's a whole. It's the body. It's fine. It's anyway. But yeah. So anyway. So what that has to do with rain on Ascension Day that cures blindness, I have absolutely no idea. So anyway. The title, if you have suggestions, then please do suggest, and I'm looking directly in that camera there, please do suggest. So this is the somewhat slightly untitled, but might be Rain, might be Ascension Day, might be Showers, might be something else, might be the cure for blindness, I'm not sure. However, it goes much like this.